Hey, my name's James Nicholson. Welcome to this week's property news. I say it every week. It's a very busy week. There's tons happening in the property world. We've got tons of mortgage products that have been pulled. We've got mortgage lenders increasing rates by 0.5%. They already did the same last week as well. We've got EPC in chaos at the government side at the moment. They just don't have the people to deal with the EPC stuff. And it is now unsure whether they're actually going to be able to get this stuff rolled out. You've got the Renters' Rights Act. We're in the final 30 days of the Renters' Rights Act now. You've got to get yourself in place. If you want to give a Section 21, you've got to deal with that. If you've got the information sheet not to your tenant yet, you've got to deal with that. Pets, properties, they're going down as well. House prices are up. There's tons to go through here, guys. There's so much to go through. But before we do jump into that, if you're new around here and you haven't done it already, please do subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. Join over 50,000 subscribers who get all the latest house price news, interest rate news, property investing tips, and much, much more. And help me get some views on this video. There's a lot in here that people need to know. How can you help? Simple. All you need to do is smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that really does help the channel grow. So thanks to everybody that does that. So, a crazy week, as always. A lot of this craziness is down to Mr. Trump and his war in the Middle East. It's interesting as well, because a year ago, when we talked about Mr. Trump, everyone was very defensive about him and said he was great. Do you still think that now? I'd be interested to know. I'm not going to go too political about it, but I'd just like to know if you did think he had a good start and maybe that isn't so great now. Let me know in the comments below, because it feels a bit like the momentum shift a little bit. So what is going on and what impact is the war having on everything in the UK? Well, first off, mortgages. They are not looking great at the moment. So last week was brutal with mortgages. We had a lot of lenders increase rates by 0.5%. That's happened again this week. And so the average mortgage is up to nearly 6% on 2 years now. That's crazy if you think about it. We're getting close to that mini budget time again. So not good for mortgages. What was also not good was we had 1,500 mortgage products pulled from the market. That isn't great either. That's a huge number that's gone. 8,500 mortgage products more recently. We're now down to 7,000. And that gives people less options. Some people needing specialist lending, they will be struggling to find a suitable deal at the moment. Now, if you need a mortgage, I would go to a whole market broker, save time, get them to look for the best deals for you. That's my advice on mortgages. Next, rents. Now, rents have slowed down over the last year, and that's flipped again. Now rents are up more than 0.5% just this month. So rents have started to eke up again. And this is something that I expect to happen in 2026. The reason for that is a ton of landlords are leaving the market. So the supply is shrinking. There's still the same amount of people that need to rent a property. There's just less options on the market. So that isn't great news that rents have started to go back up again. We'll see as the year goes on what happens. But we can see from councils ringing the alarm bell, like Brighton, who are saying that so many landlords are quitting in Brighton, giving Section 21 notices, that they have a temporary accommodation crisis, and they've had to ask for money from head government to get them to not be insolvent. So rents, we'll see how that goes, but they are starting to eke back up. Let's talk pets. So in the Renters' Rights Act, it talks about pets, and landlords have to consider pets. Now, what happened since then in the last 2 months is that the amount of listings that say pet friendly or pets allowed, those sort of lines, has dropped by 39%. Landlords just aren't promoting that as an option anymore. And so there is a tougher market for people that have pets to get somewhere. So this is kind of backfired. in the Renters' Rights Act. Now, landlords, all they have to do is consider the pet. They don't have to have the pet in the property. They have to consider the pet. So they can say no, right? They can say no. They can't say no in the marketing up front. They've got to consider it if they are asked. But what we're seeing already is that less people now are saying they will have pets in the property up front. So it means a tenant has a harder job finding a suitable property. So not very useful to them, I'm sure you would agree. What about the tribunals, rent tribunals? These have been announced now. So in the Renters' Rights Act, from the 1st of May, if a landlord increases the rent and the tenant doesn't agree with it, they're saying, that's too much, governor, I don't want to pay that. Then they can go to a tribunal. They'll pay £47. That's the cost of the tribunal to them. Not a lot, depending on their circumstances, it could be a lot. But yeah, it's not a huge sum of money. And what would happen is, let's say I'm a landlord. I go to my tenant and say, I want to put your rent up by £100. The tenant says, oh, I don't like that. I can't afford that. They go to the tribunal and that stops that rental increase until the case is heard. Now, that could be 6 months, could be a year. These things are going to get backlogged very, very quickly. In that time, no rent increase can go through. So the rent increase doesn't go through until the case is heard. When the case is heard, the decision is made, but there's no backdated of the rent. So tenants might as well do this because it stops them getting a rent increase for a period of time. So I think these are going to get clogged up quite quickly. We'll see how it goes, but that's in the Renters' Rights Act from next month. What else have we got going on in the market? The EPC stuff. This was a big story this week. And so the National Residential Landlords Association, the NRLA, they put some documentation to the government. And what they looked at there was that the government are going to have a real problem. So when they say, right, we've got the new calculation for EPCs, this is how you're going to work it out. Suddenly all the rental properties are going to need to get a new EPC. So this is like years of work that will need to be done in months. There isn't enough assessors to do that. That's a problem. What's also a problem is these assessors have got to go on retraining. The new way that they're going to work it out is going to be way more technical, way more detailed, way more longer. Probably they're going to charge more for an EPC than they do today as well. And that's a problem, right? That is a big problem. And so this means there's just going to be a massive backlog. And the NRLA is saying, you're not going to have enough qualified people to do these EPCs. And so you're going to have a crisis in getting the EPC done. So the landlord's not even going to know where they stand. What also was interesting in the report that they put to the government is that between 30 and 60% of current EPCs are incorrect because they're guesswork. I gave an example on that on a property I have where I've done insulation. I put double glazing in, I put a new boiler in, I've insulated the walls. It is toasty warm in that property. The property above, which has none of the above, with a very old boiler, not all double glazed, that has a C grade and I have a D grade. It's mental. And that's what they're saying here is the current calculation is totally wrong and not fit for purpose. So we'll see how that goes. EPCs are a problem. Renters' rights, we're into the last 30 days, aren't we? So you need to get on with this stuff if you're a landlord. You've got a few weeks left if you want to give a Section 21. I'd like to know if you are a landlord and you're considering giving a Section 21 out in the next couple of weeks before the deadline, are you going to do it? I'd like to know how many people have still got to do that, because I think there's still quite a few that are on the fence and they might suddenly take that action. That's important. Section 21s, I think you're going to see a ton of them served. What's also important, if you're a landlord, by the end of next month, you've got to get your tenant the information sheet. Tenants, help your landlord. Don't just try and stitch them up. Tenants have got to receive this document. Landlords have got to give it to them. Landlords, I'd make sure you get an acknowledgement of receipt of that. Get them to sign a piece of paper that they've got that. It's only 4 pages. You can grab it in the description. You can grab it on the government website, wherever you want to get it. Just get it and get it to your tenant. It's probably easier to grab it off me because you don't have to go searching for it. It's called the information sheet. If you're a tenant and your landlord hasn't given it to you, just help them out. Like, it's not all about getting a one-up on them, because if they get a £7,000 fine, you might end up that they sell the property, and that wouldn't be good for you. So lots going on. The main good news that could happen would be the war ends. If the war ends, we could see a reversal in some of these mortgage rates. But I think that they're going to take longer to come down than they went up over the last few weeks. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Do make sure you like all my videos. Do subscribe. We've got 500,000 viewers. I want to get to 100,000 subscribers. I don't even need all of you to subscribe, just a good chunk of you to help me get there. That would really help, and you'll get the news as and when it happens. Do also check out all the other content as well on my channel, including this video right here.